Hi, today I'm going to talk about Dollar Industries. Dollar Industries is one of the largest innerwear companies in India and has a significant national presence. With over 15% market share in the innerwear category, this Kolkata based company has come a long way, having started its operations in 1973. Did you know that the company spends 10% of its revenue on advertising alone? Now, if a company were to spend 10% of its revenue, that is 100 crores approximately, on advertising during each of the last couple of years, revenue should skyrocket, and so should the value of its brand. Isn't this obvious? At least this is what Dollar claims. Let's find out. While Dollar's revenue indeed increased by a CAGR of 15% per annum over the last 10 years, however, it has not translated in increasing its brand value. While the recall value for Dollar's Big Boss briefs and vests, Missy leggings for women, Dollar Junior and thermals could be high. However, mere brand recall does not tantamount to enhanced brand value. Brand value only gets created meaningfully when a company can increase its price without losing its customers. On this front, Dollar seems to have done a commendable job, for its average price per unit has been increasing over the years. The average revenue per unit has increased from an average of 50 rupees a unit to more than 80 rupees a unit. Also considering that its revenue has clocked a CAGR of 15% per annum growth over the last 10 years, both volume and average revenue per unit has increased over the period, thereby seeming to create substantial brand value. However, this seems to be more of an illusion, for the company has only been able to increase the revenue on account of being lax on its credit policy or perhaps engaged in channel stuffing. Now, while I cannot really comment on channel stuffing, however, the credit policy can be gauged from the fact that the growth in debtors has increased more than the growth in the revenue over the last 10 years. Debtors account for 37% of gross sales in FY 2020. It was less than 20% a couple of years back. Debtors as a percentage of gross sales for Page Industries of jockey fame constitutes only 3% in FY20. Why should a company have an increase in debtors when it has been able to increase brand value? Shouldn't the customers be swooning to take over the company's products if its created brand value is high, thereby either paying in advance or paying for it in cash? Isn't this obvious? Apart from high debtors, the company carries significant inventories on its books as well. In fact, inventories as a percentage of COGS, that is cost of goods sold, has moved up from 32% in FY15 to 68% in FY20. Well, if the company has really created such a high brand value, why is it that the revenue is not translating to generating cash flows? In fact, working capital tied to debtors and inventories have sapped the profits of the company, thereby resulting in meager cash flow generation. Cash flow from operations has been a mere 12 crores per year on an average over the last 5 years, with barely no cash flow left for equity shareholders. One saving grace for the company has been that it outsources more than 70% of its production as job work. Thereby, investment on the gross block has been minimal. However, this also seems to suggest that the company's dependence on its suppliers is very high and it has been susceptible to one of these suppliers competing with it eventually. Also, Dollar's debt levels have increased over time. While there is minimal long term debt, however, short term debt of around 210 crores in FY20 does not assuage well for the equity shareholders and definitely not a sign of high brand creation. Hope the company exercises by bringing its working capital requirements down substantially to get fit. Till then, it may be best for you to stay fit by avoiding it. Please note that these are my personal views. Request you to conduct your own independent research or consult your financial advisor before investing. Hope you enjoyed listening to this. For more interesting topics, you may check out my website www.jagrev.com, that is jagrav.com. If you want to reach out to me, you may email me at vikas@jagrup.com. Thanks.